Hello everyone, I'm MicahTheManiac, and I am fulfilling my promise I made a few months ago. I think I'm actually gonna, instead of playing games, try and make games. That's right guys, I know. Maybe I'll explain a little bit why it's been so long. So when I started developing the game, I started with the art first, which is probably something you shouldn't do, but, that was probably going to be the easiest. So I decided to get that out of the way. So, I started doing the art first, so, yeah. And then in January, I started messing around with Unity, and then Unity wouldn't compile my game, and there were errors in files that I didn't even mess with, so I don't know. It could have just been my version of Unity. Some people were saying that there's some problems with the most recent version of Unity. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into this. I am making a game. It's going to be kind of like a dungeon crawler. And the main character is going to be like a Cyclops type of guy. Right now, I just refer to him as I-Man because, just like one big eye for his head. And for the engine, I'm using Game Maker Studio 2. Like I said, I was using Unity, but there's some complications, and I looked it up online, and Game Maker Studio 2 was the #1 recommended 2D game engine. And I'm just making a 2D game, so I thought, yeah, that would be pretty nice. So this video is just kind of be how far I've been going with this, my development process and whatnot. So, yeah, let's start first with some animations. Here are the animations I made in Game Maker. They're pretty nice. The walking right animation, you might be like, well, why isn't there one for walking left? Well, that's because in the game, you're only going to be going up, down, and right. Just kidding. I'm gonna try to, with code, flip that animation so it's mirrored, so you can walk left and it'll just flip the animation. If it comes down to it, I'll just add, walking left. I originally had it before, but then I was like, you know what? Let's save some file space. It'll also make it easier if I want to edit the walking animation. But if it comes down to it, I'll just add it back. One thing I have added is movement. Now I tried to do this in Unity, but like I said, there are problems with it. I also implemented movement from the keyboard. Yeah, so you can press WASD to move. I plan to have mouse input in the game, so that's why I didn't use like arrow keys or anything like that, because I plan to have like mouse input for like shooting a bow and stuff like that. So I do have movement, and from the phone video that you can see, it does work with WASD. Yeah. Texturing. I am doing all the texture work myself. Textures, like the image that you're gonna put onto something in a game, and it's like an 8-bit style, kind of pixelated, not exactly 8-bit, but just that 8-bit style. And here's a behind the scenes video on how I do my process. Why hello there, I don't think we've been introduced. I'm MicahTheManiac, the pixel artist that was hired by MicahTheManiac to make pixel art for his game. Let that sink in a minute. I haven't done any webcam videos. I've done like a test. In fact, I've actually done this video before, but I was making a different texture, and that was when I was using Unity. I probably explained why I'm not using Unity, but I just decided, let's freshen it up a little. Let's make a new texture. Alright? So, what texture am I going to be making? I'm going to be making kind of like a little tome. I don't know if I've really explained what game I'm making. Anyways, I am making a dungeon game. And you're gonna have to go through dungeons. You're gonna have to collect some items. And yeah, that's a nice pixel art style. Webcam software. Get yourself together. Shut up. Don't you dare tell me that. Stupid. Pixelated book. That's what we need to look at. Because, you know, this is kind of how I do my art. You know? I just kind of look for little reference images. And I'm like, so this is how it's done. That one. I like how that one's done. That's the kind of book I was envisioning. Anyways, the items in my game are 16 by 16. And yeah. I don't really want to show all the items in my game. Let's get to making some textures. I'm no professional artist here. Yeah, this is looking pretty awful. I just want to make a simple book here. Alright, so I think let's just draw it out. We can adjust accordingly. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty thick book, I guess. Anyways, yeah. I do kind of want to do like some pages down here. We're just gonna try that in gray. See how that looks. And then we're gonna have to surround it. We're just gonna do that. Oh, I'm no pixel artist, have I mentioned? And that just kind of looks like a boomerang was just like slapped to the side of the book. If we connected it, yeah. I think that looks good, don't you guys? That's our book. We're done with this. Just kidding. We're gonna color it in a little. Color it in. First off, we'll turn off this. Now, I'm gonna have to blur all this out. I don't really want anyone to see all the items. Here's the map. I'm gonna select the map. 2 colors from it. We'll get 2 page colors. These will be the colors of the pages. The pages below. We'll just do a light color. Let me just adjust this. There. Just do a light color, then we'll kind of shade a little bit. Maybe this will be the outside. No, this should definitely be the middle. It's, yeah, light enough to be the middle. We're gonna select, oh, we already had it selected. Let's just select it again so we have the original. Gonna bring it up a little. Make it a little more red. And now I think we're good. Yep. And then I think I'm gonna have it, I'm gonna have it even darker, but not as saturated for below. Honestly, I have really no idea what a tome looks like. All I know is it's some magical book. And I don't know if this is gonna be like a feature in the game, but you know, maybe you'll find this book in one of the dungeons, and you'll be like, oh yeah. Then you like equip it, and then you have like a new spell or something. I don't know. Or you read it. I don't know. And I think it would be nice to do like a little gradient mix. Let's get the color values for these. Alright, and then like maybe have variations with like a little symbol. I do think it looks a little too flat. If you take a look at the heart container over here, this would be like to level up your hearts, kind of like in Zelda, how you can do that. There's a little bit of noise on it. I think that just gives everything an overall nice little look. So we're just gonna put some noise on it. Yeah, that. Okay, no. We're just gonna turn down the color saturation. Maybe turn down the coverage of the noise. Then the intensity needs to be way down. That will be all for this little art segment with Micah. you probably won't join me next time, because I don't really plan on doing that. Oh, gotta blur this out. Gotta blur it out. Because, you know, I just don't really know, what I really want to share about the game. I feel a sneeze in my nose. You ever feel a sneeze in your nose? So as you can see from that video, I, use Google for a reference, and then I make the image myself in some high quality image editor. It's paint.net. Now, you may have noticed in that video I was being a little secretive on the art, blurring stuff out when I can. And you might be wondering, why are you doing that? Well, I don't really have a idea set in stone for the game. I've changed core mechanics in my mind a little bit, and I just don't really want to explain everything, because, there's some items that look exactly like another, just different, and there is a reason for that. I just really don't want to explain those reasons, and I want my game to be unique, so, kind of being secretive about it, and it should add a nice surprise, and, maybe in like the next video or another video, I'll explain it. And, if you were bothered by me blurring out some art, here's some more art that is gonna be blurred out. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It would really help out the channel and me as I go along with game development. I'm still gonna try to play some games too. Maybe I'll try to take a closer look at indie games. Like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.